What do you think about those? So guys, if you watched my last video, you might have remembered me talking about some Gameboys that I had coming in from Japan that I couldn't figure out where they were. Well, this is them. So hello to Ziggy. Hello, Ziggy. These are the bums that I hang out with all day. They just don't do nothing. Why don't you get a job? Anyways, the Gameboys finally came in. Very stoked about it. They were supposed to be here like 3 weeks ago, so I'm really behind on orders now, but that's okay because they finally came in. We're gonna pop this box open and see how they're all looking, and then we're about to do a live stream on YouTube. Got my live stream set up, ready to go. We're about to hop on a live stream on YouTube to kind of get these things all cleaned up and ready to be built in all the different custom SP orders that we had. Now, what happened was I finally figured it out. So as I said in my last video, the package kept going from Japan to, it was like Osaka or wherever the Bai headquarters is, wherever the warehouse is. It went from there to like a city over to a different warehouse in Japan, and then it got sent back to the Bai warehouse. That happened twice, and they basically told me that they needed to figure out what was wrong with it. Well, the problem was somebody that was working in the Bai warehouse was not marking the inventory correctly. So it was, like I said, 39 SPs and 38 or whatever Game Boy Advances, and they were putting down on the invoice 1 and 1. So it was not matching up when it would come to like customs or whatever, however it works. When it would go to the next step where they were supposed to confirm everything was in there that was supposed to be in there, it wasn't making it past that, obviously, because the amount was wrong. So anyways, it kept getting sent back. They finally figured it out, and now I finally have it. Long story short, it was really no one's fault. It was just a logistics error, and these things happen time to time. When you run a business, this is the kind of hurdles you always end up having to jump through. But let's hop into this thing and see how these things are looking. So I use the DJI Osmo for anyone interested. That's the camera I use. I have it kind of like suction cupped to my window right now. It's a pretty cool angle. Let's get into this. Okay. That's a very big box. Okay, I think that's the SPs. Just a big box of Game Boy Advances down here on the floor. Bubble wrap. Oh man, I'm balancing magician right now. I don't know if you guys remember, but I had some really bad luck on some lots recently where the motherboards weren't in the Game Boys, so I pray that doesn't happen this time because you can't really return things to Bai. Another day, another pickup, because apparently I'm addicted to Facebook Marketplace, but this is gonna be a good one today. This guy's got something I've been looking for a really long time, but I've never wanted to buy it on eBay for some reason, because I don't know, buying consoles on eBay, like old consoles, kind of like I feel like it's gonna break. Anyways, it's really cool. It is the Mountain Dew Edition Xbox, and it's in really good shape. I'm pretty excited. I already talked to the guy. He said he doesn't want to be on camera, which I totally respect. So I'll show you guys the pickup after we do it. But right now, we're gonna wait for him because he's a teacher, so he gets out of school around like 5. So we're gonna go to, where are we going, Goodwill? Yeah. First, we're gonna hit a Goodwill first and see if we can get anything cool in there. Because I kind of got this thing where I wanna start collecting CDs again. I don't know why.
Good CDs, and they have good DVDs.
Yeah, that's why I thought of it. Yeah, because
we went there before our California trip and we got some good stuff.
Yeah, because not really a spoiler alert. Spoiler? Why'd I say it like that? Start over. Not really a spoiler alert, but I am thinking of finally modding like 5 iPod Classics that I have. I bought them like so long ago, and I've been wanting to work on them for forever, so hopefully we'll get to that video in the next couple months. But because of that, I want to start collecting CDs again. It gives me a good excuse to do it. So we'll let you guys know when we get to Goodwill, and we'll check out what they got in there. Hopefully they got some good stuff, so stay tuned. Also, I haven't watched, today is I don't know when this video is going to get edited, hopefully in the next week or so. Today was the day that they did the Switch 2 Direct. I haven't watched it yet, but I'm going to watch it when I get home later. So let me know what you guys think about that Direct. I hear it's pretty cool, but so I can't basically go on the internet at all today or it'll spoil it for me. But anyways, that's my spiel. We'll see you guys in a minute. I should probably keep my eyes on the road. Goodwill, St. Augustine. Very interesting building. Kind of got a retro vibe on the sign up there. Some nice town folk NPC types walking out. Let's go right now. Check this guy out though. Yeah, give me next to him.
You're there.
I'm there. All right, let's go in. It's always got that smell. How do they keep the smell so consistent throughout all the stores? I'm always amazed. Oh, here are all the CDs. Okay. Let's see if there's anything good. DVD's good too. Let's see. Start over here. What the hell is this?
Magic beans.
Abstract Magic Beans. Is that a band? Guys, let me know in the comments. There's literally nothing.
Normal.
Okay, well, got a couple Sopranos right here. It's good stuff.
And we've got quite the array of My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
Friggin' sweet ass shirt. I kind of want this one. So I only wanted like 3 DVDs, but it was 2 a piece or buy 10 for $3. So I got forced into this. We got a couple of good ones though. Grandma's Boy, Lethal Weapon, Reservoir Dogs, you know, the basics.
Of course.
Don't ask.
How many copies of that do we have
No.
at this point?
Too many. Starship Troopers though, I was really stoked. I really only wanted like these 3. But oh, this is Revolution, sweet. Anyway, so yeah, we got some 10 like pretty good ones. Resident Evil, I had to get 10, so. Okay, let's onward go to the pickup. All right, so we're in a little bit of a dark parking garage right now. We just did the pickup. The guy was super cool. The best thing that he had, and the main reason I wanted the lot, was the Mountain Dew Xbox, and it's super clean. I can't wait to show you guys that. As you can see, show him, Bri. Everything's kind of in cardboard boxes.
Yeah, you can't even tell.
You can't really tell, it's pretty dark in here. But I'll show you guys, we're gonna go to Costco tomorrow and get some new bins to like switch everything over. Haha, little play on words there. Switch everything, because there's a lot of sealed Switch games. It's pretty nuts, his collection. We're gonna switch everything over into the new bins, and I'll kind of show you guys what we got. But for now, we're in St. Augustine, Florida. St. Augustine, Florida, it's like a really old, I don't know,
It's the oldest city in the
is it really? Oldest city in the United States?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, okay. It's really sick over here.
Hang on, I'm gonna look this up. So I actually had looked this up to see, and it says St. Augustine, Florida is considered the oldest continuously occupied European established settlement in the continental United States. It was founded in September of 1565 by Spanish colonists. It is known as America's oldest city, or the nation's oldest city. And it's so crazy because like we come over here when we shoot weddings all the time.
All the time. It's the
that's
worst.
How we found this pizza place that
Yeah.
we're about to go.
It's our favorite pizza place. It's one of the best pizza places ever. We're gonna go there. It's called Pizza Time, which I always think is funny because it reminds me of the Ninja Turtles, obviously. But the place is really funny because I think it's owned by like an old Italian family. And I don't know if they're committing tax fraud or whatever. Hopefully they are, which is super funny because they only take cash. So there's a bunch of tourists that always come into town and they go through the line and like order the pizza, and then when they get to the front, they're like cash only, and they just have this big ATM behind them. I don't know. To me, it's funny.
Money on the ATM.
Yeah, they're definitely making like 10% at least on top. So great scam if you want to open some sort of business in a touristy area. Cash only is a good way to do it, and then you own the ATM. So let's
And
let's
I
get
came along for the pickup because I wanted pizza so bad.
You were forced along on the pickup because I just want you all the time everywhere I am.
And the reward is pizza.
And the reward is always pizza. So let's go check it out. I'll show you guys. Very nice.
Really big mozzarella bowls.
Yeah, matzo balls. That's the one right there, Grandma. That's the one. That's the one you need.
There you go.
Yep.
So, let me get Grandma's.
How'd you know, dude? Yeah. What do you want? Just one? Oh, jeez. I won't be walking out of here. Just 2 for now. Yeah, let's do 2. You want knots?
And yeah,
Order knots?
yeah.
Order knots too, please.
2 Grandma's, 3 rolls.
Get some tights of that.
Let's see it.
It doesn't get much better than that, dude. Look at that, man. Hold on. Let me take a bite of this thing. Got the basil on. Got this like crunch to it. So good. 10 out of 10. This is a potato ball.
Try it.
I have no idea what that means, but I'll take a bite of it really quick.
It says ground beef.
It's like mozzarella and ground beef. Oh my god.
Okay. Potato in it?
That is so good. It's so weird though. It's so weird. It's like, it's such a weird, it's good, but it's like beans. It tastes like beans. It's good. I don't know. It's the next day, guys. We finally got to Costco. We got some more bins. So this looks like it's just an Xbox.
That's nice.
Yeah, it just needs a little. That's just a little bit dirty. It just needs to be cleaned. So that looks good. That's nice. The amount of tape was probably not necessary. It looks official. Yeah, it's definitely official because of that sticker on the bottom. So that's a really nice one. I always wanted that color growing up, actually.
You like the green.
I do. As you guys will find out when we get towards the front there. Some, oh, this is an NES Classic. SNES Classics, I call these little HDMI ones. I remember when those first came out, I modded a bunch of them because they're really easy to mod. Then we have original NES. Love NES. I've never seen this before. This is the Legends RCS Steelbooks, and they're still in the plastic, which I thought was really cool that he had that. Some Wii stuff. 3DS down here. I like this game. And then we have a New Leaf Sealed.
Nice.
Which I thought was kind of funny that he would have that. He said he'd never played 3DS games. I was like, oh, this is sealed? How'd you like this one? And did you ever play it otherwise? And he said, oh no, I never played the 3DS. I'm like, what? You never played the 3DS? I was kind of blown away. Some good stuff here for me. He said he was a collector, but also I think he was a reseller, but he didn't want to admit it. He told me he would go to pawn shops all the time to pick up games. I'm like, okay, like, you can tell me, buddy. I won't judge you. Some good. I think there's a Zelda in here as well for N64. This one's really cool. Sealed, Tomb Raider, Nintendo Switch, 1, 2, and 3. I didn't even know this existed. That was the sequel to Tony Hawk Ride that you could use the board with. I don't know why they made a sequel to that game and sold really badly. I asked the guy if he was interested in the Switch 2 because they just did the direct yesterday, like I mentioned. He was pissed. He cussed.
He was pissed.
He was like, yeah, he was really pissed. Like, it was kind of weird. Yeah, I was like, all right.
I didn't know it was such a sensitive topic when I brought it up.
What do you think about it? He was like, anyways, yeah. A couple F words, a couple F bombs. I was like, dude, okay. Damn. Oh, look, a backbone. I didn't know this was in here. Yo. It's funny. I did not know that was it. What the hell is this? Oh, okay.
I thought that was like
Bro,
a makeup.
I thought it was a damn CBD cartridge.
Oh
like,
my
you know
gosh.
how you buy the individual cartridges?
That's funny.
I'm not sweating yet.
At least it's breezy out today, but it is officially summer
It's definitely summer in Florida.
in Florida.
Definitely.
It's hot.
Check this out, guys. I've never seen one of these in the box. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's
Can I
pretty
see
cool.
it like in
I've
out of the
never
box?
seen one before. Yeah, let's check it out.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
So this was the Mario Kart Wii edition of the Wii Mini. He just kind of threw it in here, kind of funny.
Oh, it's so cute.
That's what it looks like, and that's how it pops open.
Okay.
I always thought these were kind of cool. Obviously, I never wanted one growing up because it doesn't play GameCube, but the design is cool. You know, this is the funniest part of the lot for me, doing what I do, modding Game Boys. He gave me Game Boy shells that do not have motherboards in them, which is hilarious because as if I don't have 1,000 of these laying in the storage unit as it is. I think that's like, he's like, yeah, these don't have the motherboards, they're just the shells. I'm like, oh, perfect. Which is so funny. The last thing I need on earth is an empty Game Boy shell. I should just scatter these amongst like.
Oh my gosh, this is Easter egg hunt basically.
Hey, that'd be a funny idea for our kids one day. Easter egg hunt, but with Game Boy
Game
shells.
shells.
They're so good.
Household anymore.
Dude, well, what the hell happened to this?
What
Completely covered in marker.
the heck?
Might as well just throw that in the trash. I can't. That's
What
not good
is
for-
that?
Unless it's what if it's a really expensive game? It's
Simulator,
not.
Baseball Simulator
Baseball
1000.
Simulator 1000, definitely worth nothing. What if it was like Chrono Trigger? Oh man, I don't know what this is. Of course, Atari stuff. Cursing me with more Atari stuff. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna be taking all that stuff to Retro Rick probably. He'll buy this shit, right? Somebody let me know. Let me know in the comments. Does Rick buy that? The iToy. You know what this is, Brad?
I have no clue.
So this was like a webcam. It's funny because they just did the webcam reveal for the Nintendo Switch 2. This came out on the PS2, but it was used to play games, and the games were so awful but they would have the demos set up in like Walmarts and stuff, and you'd walk by and there'd be a kid like doing this, kind of like, it didn't work like at all because it was like shooting through glass. It was really funny because it never worked.
That's funny.
Anyways, the eye toy, I remember. All right, last couple things. PS2 with the expansion thing. Kind of cool. Show them this. This isn't something crazy, but it is pretty cool. This is the Halo Edition Xbox One. It's kind of dirty. It needs to be cleaned up, but that's kind of cool. People like that stuff. He put it in this box because he didn't have the box for some reason. Now this is sealed. Again, the same game as he had on, what was it, PS whatever? PS4?
Yep.
Oh, Tony Hawk Ride. We can finally play it.
Nice.
Just kidding. I put holes in that board. Oh, there's this too. Okay, and then this is the grail of the entire lot. And there was a really cool story he told me behind it. I've been wanting one of these. Can you see it, Brian?
Yeah.
I've been wanting one of these for forever, and I just couldn't pull the trigger on it on eBay because, you know, I don't know, they're so expensive. I hate buying expensive stuff like this on eBay. But this thing is like insanely clean. Can you show it? Is
Yeah,
it showing
it's
up
showing
on camera?
off. Oh yeah, it looks
It is
beautiful.
like no cracks, no scratches. So the story was, and Brian, you might have to walk me through it a little.
Yep.
You have a better memory than me. But the way I remember it was, he said that he had a brother. Their aunt worked for Pepsi.
Yep.
And the company, or wherever like they were working, where were they working? Was it in a factory?
I'm not sure. He just said worked for Pepsi.
Okay, she worked for Pepsi. Anyways, they held a raffle when that Xbox came out, and she won the raffle, and she got the Xbox. And she said, and she must have been a very smart woman. Obviously, she at her age probably didn't want an Xbox very much, but the kids really wanted it, him and his brother. And she said, I'm gonna give it to you guys, but I'm not gonna give it to you right now. You guys have to wait because I know you won't take care of it. I give it to you now, which worked out great for me because he ended up selling it, and now we have it. And I told him, I gave him my word. Well, don't worry, it'll stay in my family now because, geez Louise, this thing is clean as heck. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit, but
They did play on it when they were
played on it a
older,
lot when they were older.
but you know they took good care of it. So
Look at that. I mean, it's insane. It almost looks fake.
it's gonna just go so great with the Shrek TV, guys.
It is. You're right. And you know, it's legit because he had the manual with it. He said he didn't remember if it came with a box or not. I don't know anything about that with these, but yeah, that's the best part of the lot. There's also an Xbox One back there. You guys don't care about that. I'm actually gonna throw these heavy hitters in
Oh,
here.
show off the Game Boy Color game.
Yeah.
Didn't show that.
Miss Pac-Man in the box. Maybe I should give this to Colin. He loves Miss Pac-Man. I don't know if there's a manual though. It feels like there's no manual. Yeah, it's literally just the game. There's no manual or insert, which is kind of a shame. Let's show him a little bit of the Switch stuff. I'm gonna parse through the rest with this thing on.
Oh my gosh.
And it's very uncomfortable. I've never had one on before, so this is all. There's some PS2. There's some, there's a lot of sealed PS5 and PS4 stuff.
Cooking Mama.
Cookie Mama sealed. I don't know, just random stuff. We don't care about that. We don't care about that.
I feel like you're holding your hand so weird.
Yeah, bro, it hurts. It feels so weird. It's like cramping up. But I gotta do it for the bit. So these are all sealed. This one's not sealed, but you can tell. He told me that this one is actually worth a bunch of money. I didn't look it up yet, but I'll put it on the screen. All these are sealed. Crisis Core. This is the best part of the lot besides the Xbox out, I would say. These are all sealed. They're very cool to see these. The Castlevania collections. Absolute bangers right there. Cuphead sealed. Weird stuff. Pikmin 3. Some good stuff. I've never heard of a lot of these games, so I assume this is a PAL game, I think. Like, why is it PAL? That's weird. So that's it for this one, guys. Honestly, a pretty solid pickup, I will say. I'm gonna load this up, and then I will give you my short opinion on the Switch 2 Direct that happened just yesterday. Let's do this. All right, on our way home now. My quick opinions about the Switch 2 Direct. I'm gonna go with the bad first. What obviously I didn't like. The price, insane. I feel like, how do they expect to get $450 for the console itself is pushing it. I feel like 400 is like right where you would expect is like 400, but 450 and then the games are gonna be 80. That is the more surprising thing to me, is the $80 games. They could have made the console 500 and it would be more believable that the games are 50 than it is right now with the games being 80. Like, that's insane to me. And then there's like, I saw a rumor that the price for the physical copies are gonna be more. I don't know if that's true, but I saw that somewhere. It's hard to know what you're looking at. So the price, terrible. The Direct as a whole was underwhelming, definitely. It seemed like at least 40% of the games that they showed us are old games. It was like Cyberpunk, Elden Ring, Hogwarts Legacy. It's like all these ports to the new like, that's not impressive. Like, people don't care. Like, if people wanted to play those games, they already played them. So it was really weird how many like regurgitated titles there were. A couple is fine, but it seemed like there was like no Nintendo IP, but outside of like, okay, Mario Kart, I was gonna get to because that's definitely good, but Mario Kart good, Donkey Kong cool, Kirby's Air Ride amazing, but outside of that, it was like, why was this an hour long? I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Maybe I'm just hating. It seemed like the price just seemed crazy. The design looked, it's just a black console, bro. What happened to Nintendo? Why do they give us plain black consoles? It's just like, there's no variety, there's nothing. Just black. And then the UI looked the same as the Switch UI. It doesn't look like anything's new on that. So that was weird. The game chat thing is comical, honestly. Like, that literally made me laugh. When they pulled the camera out and it was like frame dropping 2 FPS, I'm like, bro, there's no way. Like, that's why they didn't release it on April 1st, because everybody would have thought it was a joke. That's why they had to do it on April 2nd, because it was like comically bad. It's like, guys, are you serious? Like, you should not have done this at all. Like, game chat, you should have just stopped there, but the camera thing was like wild that they released that. I could ramble about the bad for a while longer, but for the sake of the video, let's move on to the good. The good. Okay. The good. The good. GameCube. You know, there's a lot of mixed feelings about the Switch Online. I personally, I like playing the retro games, obviously, but paying the subscription is something that I'm really not into. That being said, I do think it is cool that they're offering the games for like the younger generation that like isn't going to get a game. Like, I'm talking about the like younger teenagers, they want to play the games. It's like their parents will get them Switch Online, but they're not getting them another console. Like, you already have a Switch, you're not getting a GameCube. So like, from that aspect, I like that they do that. And I think it helps retro gaming as a core when they release these older games and they kind of trickle them out, because I feel like people play them and then they grow and they say, you know, I want to play more GameCube games. I want to play more Game Boy games. So I actually kind of think I want to buy the console, because they only give us a couple on Nintendo Switch Online. So that's kind of my perspective on the Nintendo Switch Online stuff. So the GameCube is cool. I'll definitely be getting the controller, even though I'm not going to get the online service probably. I might, just to try it out and do some streaming. We'll see. Let me know if you guys want to see that. The next good thing, oh yeah, Mario Kart. Mario Kart looked amazing. Honestly, it looked like they were doing like, you go from one track straight into the next track, and it's like, and then there's like free roam. It looks really different and weird. Like, it looks like nothing they've ever done before with Mario Kart. So I thought that was cool. That's why they led with that in the Direct, because they know that that's like all it has. Kirby Air Ride is interesting. A lot of people were saying like Kirby Air Ride was the confirmation that we're not getting a Smash game, because the director of the Smash games, he made Air Ride. So obviously he's been working on that. So obviously he hasn't been working on Smash. So yeah, it's kind of bittersweet. Air Ride's cool, but you know, I think we all knew we weren't going to get another Smash game, at least not right away. But I think everybody was like, you know, hoping for another Smash game. But other good things, Deltarune was cool. I mean, I'm not really into the Undertale games, but I do appreciate them for what they are, and I really like the music. So that was cool to see. And, you know, I watched the whole thing yesterday. Or no, I watched the whole thing this morning. I finished watching it. And there's nothing really sticking out to me that's memorable besides what I've mentioned so far, which is crazy because it was an hour long. Oh, the mouse click feature, really weird. It just feels like they're running out of ideas for me. Like, you know, I guess that's kind of cool, but at the same time, it's like, I don't really get what it does, like how you're gonna actually use it. Like you put it down on your leg or something, like that's kind of weird. And then it's like, how do you use the games that you want to play in handheld mode? You gotta like take the Joy-Con off and like use it, I don't know. So that was kind of weird. Oh, that's the other thing. It seems like they're like releasing all of the same games besides the few that we talked about that are like the main IP. The like Pokemon and stuff are gonna be released on both the Switch and the Switch 2. I don't know how they're gonna sell this console, honestly. Like, I don't think people are gonna really buy it. Definitely not right away. Like, I mean, obviously some people, but you know what I mean? Like, the Switch, people were dying to get it. But this, I don't know, man. You guys let me know. I don't think with the price that it's at and the lack of launch titles so far, I mean, that's a crazy thing because they usually do these reveals and then we have like 6 months. So it's like, oh, there's other games that could be like released by then. But like this was like the big reveal and it's coming out in 2 months or whatever. That's crazy, don't you think? Mm-hmm. That's so crazy. So I'm not sure what's going on with that, but those are my overall thoughts of everything, I think. Do you remember anything else, Bri?
No, I didn't watch
that I
it,
talked
so...
about? Yeah, but
no, that was all.
That was pretty much it. Yeah, underwhelming for the most part. I'm gonna get one, obviously, because I want to play Mario Kart and I kind of want to see what's up with it, but...
Wait, so Mario Kart's only on Switch 2?
Yeah, the way I understand it is that the new Mario Kart game, the new Kirby game, the new Donkey Kong game will only be on the Switch 2, but I could be wrong about that. They could be coming out on both. And if those games are coming out on both systems, how is it? And nobody's gonna buy a Switch 2. You know what I mean? Like, people are already used to bad graphics, so they don't care. Like, they'll just play with bad graphics on the regular Switch. So I don't know. That's it for this one, guys. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. A lot of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So yeah, subscribe, like the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Let them know, bro. Tell them what to do.
Subscribe, it's free to do.
Become a member, it's $5.
Oh yeah, if you guys want to join our members only, it's $5.
Tell them.
You get, for every member, you get an entry into the monthly giveaways.
Monthly giveaways.
Sorry guys, we're on a bumpy road.
Bumpy as hell.
But if you guys want to join our members only, yeah, it's $5. You get entered into a drawing to possibly win anything you want. A modded Game Boy, a PSP. No, you guys don't. You don't sell PSPs. PS Vita.
Cut it.
Just kidding. So.
Give me the mic. That's it. End the video. End the video there.